to Chef's Corner. This is Chef Paul taking care of Rhapsody, the Italian restaurant from Courtyard by Marriott, Chennai. Today we are going to see seared polenta with creamy spinach and ratatouille vegetables. The ingredients what we are going to use is polenta 200 grams, milk 100 ml, butter 5 ml, parmesan 5 ml, spinach 25 grams, bell pepper 100 grams, onions 5 grams, tomato gully 20 ml, saffron 1 ml, tomato sauce 5 ml, pepper and salt to taste. For the polenta, what I have done is I have put the milk for boiling. Always it's better to use milk for the polenta. I'm just adding little salt and pepper onto the milk. So I'm using a saffron decoction into the milk. Now the milk is boiled. This is the polenta what we are speaking about. It's like a granules, basically a granules, it's a cornmeal. The ratio of the liquid and polenta is 1:5. You can remember this in mind so that your polenta doesn't go very thicker or very thinner. You can slowly drop in the polentas inside. We attire the light yellow color without the saffron. With adding saffron, we'll get a good color. That's the reason we are adding some saffron into it. When you taste it, you should not feel the granules of polenta into it. It has to be really smooth. Finishing of the polenta, we can use butter and parmesan cheese so that you will have more creamy texture. I'll just add 1 spoon of butter, a little parmesan cheese. This helps you to give more taster and also give a very smooth texture. Now I'm just putting this polenta into the mold what we have. We're just keeping it, allowing it to cool. I'll make a creamy spinach basically. What you do is you can just pluck in the spinach leaves like this. What you do is in a boiling water, just immerse it for 2 minutes maximum, and then you can take it out, and then we can put it in ice water. When you put the spinach in ice water, it retains its color. I have blanched the spinach, and you can see the very greenish color of the spinach. This is by just refreshing in some water. You should always squeeze the water out so that you don't have any excess water. If you have excess water on your plate doesn't look good. And you can chop it with a big knife. Your spinach is blanched, chopped, and it's ready to go. Little olive oil, very little of garlic onto it, very little of onions. Onions and garlic is always optional. If you don't want it, you can avoid it. And then with the chopped spinach, what we done, we are just adding it. You have to cook it a little bit. Make sure it doesn't overcook it. If you cook it for a long time, you will lose the color of your spinach again. And I'm adding the cream into it. Now it's ready. You can adjust with some salt and pepper. Little salt, little pepper. Your creamy spinach is ready. I've just cleaned the peppers and cut it into my convenience. I've just used the one sides of the peppers. Then I'm cutting it again into small dices. The aubergine also I've cut it in the same way. Just I've used a little aubergine, and then we have to cut dice of it again. Some onion. You can also cut them into dices. You get a clean vegetable ratatouille. I'm going to follow the cooking time. I don't mash my vegetables, and also I'll have a good texture of the ratatouille. Always the onion first. Once the onion is 1/3 cooked, you can add your aubergines now. This is the right time. Now your onions and aubergine is halfway. You can add some basils into it. Now it's the time to add the zucchinis. This is the time we can add some salt and pepper. Finally the peppers. So I'm putting some coulis into it. Now to finish with, I'm adding the tomato sauce, what we made it. Always ratatouille is something which is not very saucy. You find the vegetables and the sauce is just a body, it's just covering for all the vegetables. This we are going to keep at the top, so I'm not going to keep it very saucy. I'm reduced all the sauce, little stock into it so that I'm getting back the texture of my spinach. spinach is ready to go. You can see the polenta now, it's set. I'll just use a mold to put my spinach down so that it looks very neat when I present it. It's a very simple presentation, but the color combination gives the additional attraction to the dish. Do try this at home. More of interesting recipe is waiting for you at Rhapsody in Courtyard by Marriott, Chennai.